Great effort by the fast bowler. It's not easy. He's giving it his all, running in, following through, and then trying to make a catch out of it. Excellent work. Hello, Amir.
Hello, Sean. Yeah, good thing Milan did over there was play the ball with a softer hand. Bowling change. Akela Dhananjaya was influential in the previous game. Picked up a timely wicket. Van Dusen. When the game was slipping away, he was the man who turned the tide in the favour of the Sri Lankan team. Got a job to do because these two batters have responded well to the captain's call. At the toss, he decided to bat first, and it's a good start. Not blistering, but a decent one.
Yeah, Akela Dhananjaya played a key role in that last game, Amir, but the spinners will concede that they didn't bowl as well as what was expected. I don't mean in terms of what they got out of the surface. That's not what I mean, but it's about the full tosses they bowled. This is driven beautifully through extra cover. The fielders could only stand and watch. The timing was perfect, and so was the placement.
Not the right idea by Dhananjaya to bowl too many varieties in his first over. He has to ease into the job. He's trying, I should say, over-trying things. That was a juicy half volley. Drove the ball beautifully into the gap. These two batsmen must be feeling confident now. Done the hard yards. Saw the new ball off. Moving their feet well, trusting the pitch.
See, I think one of the issues involving Akela Dhananjaya, but let's not forget he's bowling at a difficult time. The power plays are never easy if you're a spinner with just two men outside the 30-yard circle. But I think one of the issues that is really bothering him is the fact that the variety that he tries to throw into his bowling in the middle of an over. He's essentially an off spinner, but he's now developed a leg break, he's developed a googly, but he seems to do that more regularly, like his top ball, rather than using it as one of those surprise weapons.
I think he's confused. When you're looking to bowl in power plays with the fielding restrictions, you got to be absolutely sure whether you are bowling to keep the batsman quiet or you're supposed to pick up wickets. If you can decipher that quickly, you'll have a chance to bowl well. After 8 overs is 40 without loss.
Solid start for South Africa, winning the toss and batting first. With an enforced change, losing their captain, but beefing the batting a little bit. All-rounders coming in. So 3 bowlers so far. Jai Vikram at the top with his left arm spin. Dhananjaya solidly over. Now it's going to be Chamika Karunaratne. Now, I wouldn't mind this, but I would like to see Chamika Karunaratne bowling more in the middle, because it's essentially someone who's more of a supporting roller than really someone with the new ball, and tends to bowl better with the older ball than the newer ball. Sri Lanka experimented with him in the previous game with the new ball, just bowled 2 overs and then had to come back at a critical time at the end just to bowl 1 over. Never easy, but his general role is somewhere in the middle, where he can bowl with the field spread out. An early days for him in his career, just making his debut at the highest level.
Yeah, that graphic was a testimony of what you were saying. He's a stock bowler. He's not a wicket-taking option. If he does pick up a wicket, that'll be considered as a bonus. Job to do. A bit of swing in the air. Oh, nicely dealt with. Have a look. The ball dipping in towards the stumps at the last moment. But played the ball beautifully with high elbow. He's got the talent. Malan, there is no doubt about it.
Has to be tight with his line. Quick single. Dushmantha Chamir at mid-on. It's a little bit slow off the blocks. I love the batsman just to sneak through for a single.
South African batsmen, they're showing a lot of confidence. Have a look. The previous game, they were reluctant to use their feet. But now, oozing in confidence, backing their ability. That was in the air. Lucky was into the gap. And that's the thing for a batsman. If you play the ball in the air, it has to be away from the fielder. Yeah, the ball just holding up. I'm telling you, there is a bit of moisture in the surface.
Exactly my point. I was going to ask you whether it was drying moisture, because I felt that it definitely did hold up a little bit. He was through with the shot very early.
A good change of pace. Bringing a surprise element for the batter. Good thinking. Yeah, really bending his back on that occasion.
He's a very useful cricketer to have in the side. He can bat low. Now look at where Markram's batting. This time, he's got the wicket. We were speaking about how useful it can be if he can get you wickets, and he's done exactly that. Spoke about bonuses, and that is a big one. Chamika Karunaratne. Bit of bounce and finding the outside edge, and he struck gold in the very first over.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was the bounce who did the batsman. He's ecstatic. Look at those reactions. Yes, it was an important wicket. Man in form, Markram. Getting rid of early in the piece for just 21 runs. Good effort. It's 43 for 1.
Average of 26 strike rate will have to improve in the modern white ball game. And incidentally, he was the last South African to score 100 in Sri Lanka. That happened in 2018 at Pallikale. But he's in because Chamika Karunaratne found a bit of movement and bounce. Big wicket. Good catch by Bhanuka behind the stumps. Went quickly. And a big nick. Very big nick indeed. Chaminda Vas will be pleased. The fast bowling coach. He's been watching from the sidelines. Sri Lanka have struck in the 9th over.
Primarily an opening batsman, Reza Hendricks. batting at number 3. Gets off the mark. Successful over. Comes to an end after 9. It's 44 for 1. Both the openers were going well till the last over, where Karunaratne removed Markram, who was looking good once again. Now Akila Dhananjaya once again getting a nod from the captain to carry on. Reza Hendricks is an able batsman. A big fan of his defensive technique. I don't understand why he hasn't been given consistent opportunities. Tried to hit the ball very hard. What's going on in this series? The throws actually missing the target and hitting the batsman.
I'm wondering whether the batsmen are had to suffer terrible consequences, and in fact he's missing the tour. Reza Hendricks and Malan, the new batsman. Interesting field. Now Midon goes back. Malan on strike, so is deep mid wicket. Dhananjaya so far, Akila, we know that we've spoken about what he generally bowls. He goes off breaks, but he started off with 2 wrist-spinning deliveries. An attempted leg break and a wrong one. That time again a shorter delivery, but a leg break.
Maybe by pushing the mid-on at the boundary line, the captain has made a point to the bowler. I want you to bowl within the stumps, because he was driven a couple of times through extra cover.
This over so far predominantly has been leg breaks. Well, that's the variety, the versatility of Akila Dhananjaya. That's the change he's done after he had an issue with his action. He's now started. That's a poor delivery. That's a poor delivery. But this will, just short of the man at deep mid wicket. I think he was a little bit hesitant to come for it, and eventually when he did, he got very close.
Was it Hasaranga? By his standards, which he said should have been taken. It's 50 on the board. Yeah, that's the problem with Dhananjaya. He was sticking to those leg spinners. He was able to land the ball in the right areas and then used a variety